Hey, Susan, good to have you. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Will. Stella, 5 pounds and we'll reach goal weight. Way to go, Stella. The results are staggering. This group is doing an excellent job. When we started the month, we all prayed together that the 10:30 a.m. group would lose a combined whopping 500 pounds in the month of August, and we are well on our way. We might surpass that number. This is what 1 pound of fat looks like, or the space that it takes up. Jiggly, itchy fat. This is how much space 1 pound of fat takes up on the body. And this group is going to collectively lose more than 500 of these, and did not use pharmaceuticals, use your local grocery store, and started to understand the power of food combining for insulin control. Deborah says, we can tell Miss Deborah is one of our new Shibboleth citizens. I only lost 2 pounds. Can somebody help Deborah before we get started? That mindset. Deborah, let them love on you for a minute. Other people feel the same, but it's wrong thinking, sis. We love you in the Lord. Wrong thinking. I only lost 2 pounds. Somebody talk to her. This is the problem. I had the problem too. You know, you got the problem. So Deborah, let's talk about that. I think Deborah's a faith-based person too. Let's take a look. So this is unbelievable. This is why we quit, right? This is why we give up. First of all, Deborah, you've never had more help than you have right now. I'm positive of that. Do y'all agree with that, family? Deborah's, and there's other people. We're not picking on Deborah. There's other people that aren't as bold and as courageous. So Deborah's got more help, more love, more support, and doesn't have to pay for it if she don't want to, right? And we're all loving and supporting her. Now, let's talk about that mindset. I want to show you something. Deborah, that thinking is of the enemy. Listen to me carefully, everyone. Stop saying those things or writing those things. You cannot help thinking about it. Deborah, your spirit feels positive about your results, correct? But your flesh is down and out about it, correct? These are thoughts. They're just thoughts. Now, the enemy wins the minute that you write that down or you say that. It will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Do y'all hear me? Look, you could have said, instead of saying I only lost 2 pounds, could you have said, wow, I lost 2 pounds this week? Which one would be more motivating? Which one would get you to want to continue on? You can't help the thought. It's going to come. The enemy is going to attack. But look, we just said I only lost. Think about it. Talking about me. You see, I'm not talking about Deborah. I'm sharing my journey with you. The only difference between myself and Deborah is I'm further along in the journey. And I know, I recognize what she's feeling and because I've been through it. And you know what? Other people feel that way too. And you will not be able to continue on with those feelings. Those thoughts, because is there going to be a week where you don't lose any? There's also going to be weeks you lose more, but we focus on the negative. We focus on that negative. This is 5 pounds of fat. This is how much space 5 pounds of fat takes up on the body. See this second mark? In 1 week, Deborah lost from this mark up to here. That's how much space you lost. That's 2 pounds. That much space from your body. Your clothes are fitting looser. You're feeling better. This is a praise the Lord moment. This is not I only lost. This is a praise Jesus moment. And there'll be times that you have to look for non-scale victories because you didn't have a great scale victory week. You lost that much. That is amazing. Think about how you've been blessed and highly favored in this moment. You're changing your lifestyle. You lost a whopping 2 pounds after your effort. God blessed your effort. God has surrounded you by 60 people today that are on the journey with you, love you, care about you, support you, have asked nothing from you. Amazing blessing. Now, the enemy would have me say, all these people, they don't even like me. They don't want to support me. They don't love me. I could say those things and talk myself out of coming to class today. Or I can say they love me, they support me, they're counting on me, and when I fall short, they'll forgive me, and I'm going to keep going down this path with them. So everything in life, it's a principle. You know that you have, listen, no one here has any choice but to lose weight if you want to be happy and healthy. Now, you can stay where you're at, but you'll be miserable. So you have no choice. So why not talk powerfully and positively about it and apprehend every thought that is of the enemy? Because you're going to continue. In fact, the thoughts of it's not working, fear, failure, they're going to pick up. They're going to speed up because the enemy wants to stop you. But those thoughts, they mean nothing until you write them or speak them. Then you're touching and agreeing with the enemy. The enemy wins. So, for just a moment before we get started, nobody would buy them, Jody. Nobody would buy these. They're extremely expensive. Not enough people to buy them. But good idea. It's a good visual. You can go to Amazon and get them. I think they're like $100 or something. But by the way, if you heard what I said today, then let's all take a moment and let's shut down the flesh and let's have an attitude of gratitude before we get into the lesson. Let's praise Jesus. Here's what happened in my week this week that's positive. I didn't gain any weight. I maintained. I have a roof over my head. I have air conditioning in the house. I've got a nice soft bed to sleep in. I've got nice clothes to wear. I've lost over 100 pounds and come off all prescription medications. I have some people that like me and enjoy my company. I have some people that I like and enjoy their company. I'm above ground. In this present moment, I'm pain-free. Beautiful. I've got a beautiful life, and so do you. So do you. Okay, so be positive. By the way, just a few things as I was trying to clean up my emails. We do not have really any staff left except for we've got Liza and Lara, but we have that do the support. But we have some powerful volunteers that keep volunteering their precious time. I hope y'all will applaud the volunteers. Now, one of the toughest things is, it can lead a volunteer to frustration because I haven't had time yet to help them corral everything, and I'm working on that. Thank you for your volunteer efforts. My wife, her grandmother passed away. She is taking some time off, some needed time off. and she carries a big load, and she's not going to be engaged with that for a while. So I'm your huckleberry, and my volunteers, as I can try to get them the help they need to help us. So what I'm going to ask you to do is be patient, because there's more emails than I can reply to. That's why I go live every single day. And I'm here for you to bring, I text it out so that you know I'm about to go live, and I can do universal support. Okay. And there's some things I'm not going to be able to help with, but I'm here and I'm ready to answer any of your questions. I can give you the advice and the wisdom that it takes to lose weight. And we want you to come to these live sessions and ask your questions so that we all learn, because a lot of the questions I answer are repetitive when I'm replying to emails. So we can all learn together. This was always meant to be a community. It was not meant to be a business. Had to operate with some business principles, but it was meant to be a community, a shared vision, the Shibboleth army, if you will. So we help each other here. And there's some expectation that we operate like a business, but we can't do that. We don't charge enough money to hire people. We try to make this a movement and a community. So please be patient. Don't get discouraged. Come to live class. I guarantee 3 or 4 live classes, you'll have almost every single question that you could ever ask answered anyway. So please keep doing that. And when we get our volunteers that want to volunteer, this job that we do, the volunteers do, it's not as rewarding as you might think. It's a calling. And they're doing their best, and they deal sometimes with mean people. That's why we can't keep volunteers either. So be kind, be compassionate, and be patient with them, and know that they're loving on you and supporting you, and they're not being compensated for it. It's what's in their heart to do. So just keep that in mind as we go forward with this lesson and our partner lesson at 12:30. Okay. Patricia, I did see that. Thank you so much. We will get to that. I don't have my arms around everything as much as I'm trying. I'm running thing to thing to thing, and all the volunteers that's asking to volunteer mean the world to me. And I know that people are waiting on me to get to them. And then unfortunately, I have all these other things that must be done that are screaming at me that have to be done to even keep the doors open. So I'll take one thing at a time. I'll chew on it, get it swallowed down, then I'll move to the next thing. Thank y'all. All right. Before we get into getting that fast track badge today, are there any nutrition questions for me? Anything as you've went through Kim's fast track classes? Is there anything that you're struggling with, need to know? Thank you, sweet Patricia. Anything that you've got through this week and it's just puzzling to you as you went through fast track? Can you eat more than one lean protein in a single? Yes, you can, as long as it follows the portion rule. You see, the Shibboleth shield, Miss Deborah, you have to follow the Shibboleth shield, and then you're safe. That's why it's called the bulletproof shield, because it keeps you safe. So did you drink your water that day? Did you journal that day? Did you eat in the right food combination? Did you eat in the right portion? So a lean protein plus a fibrous carb, or in any of the combinations that we taught on, if they fit neatly on a portion control plate or under your hands and isn't piled up any thicker than the thickest part of your hand, that is an approved meal episode. So as long as your combination, I don't care if you take several different, but here's what happens. If I have chicken and shrimp, okay, I can't have, like normally you would get 4 to 6 ounces of chicken, but now you want shrimp. You can't also have 4 to 6 ounces of that. So you're having 3 ounces of both. You're just getting less. And if that's okay with you, so that you can have more variety on the plate, that's okay. That's fine. Can an Attain protein bar with Crave Check be a perfect pairing with cocoa ringa or bio coffee or health loss hot chocolate? Can Attain protein bar with Crave Check? Are you talking about that one bar, the Crave Check bar, the blocker bar? That bar with cocoa ringa or health wise hot chocolate, you can. I don't think I would do it with bio coffee, but I would feel comfortable doing that with cocoa ringa or health wise hot chocolate as a perfect pairing. Yeah, Deborah, where it says 1 + 2, think about why we didn't put that on the chart. Let's talk about that so Deborah can understand. Okay, I'm going to go and pull up the chart for you. Okay, I go to my video library. Where's my video library? Where did it go? The video library is gone. This is just so fun. When I show up here, something's gone. Profile, daily journal, weekly. Where did he put my video library? Liza, I'm gonna go find it a different way. But could you reach out to Sergey and ask where he put? We're working on the website, y'all, listening to people, and he moved my video library. Liza, would you reach out to Sergey and tell him that the video library is gone from Fast Track? Let me make sure you get a confirmation on that. Thank you. It is gone, and I don't understand where it went to. Let me go into the free account. All right, now we're in the free account. Hopefully he did not remove it from that. Going to the dashboard, free dashboard. And here we have the videos. Okay, so we have our Shibboleth Advanced chart. Does everybody see this? Deb, are you looking? Is everybody looking at the chart? This is the chart that from a physiological standpoint, this is what does the work. Now, the reason there's so many combinations, you could sum this up with just a few combinations, but people want to know what is the fastest. They want to know what is the slowest. So I've put them in that order. So the red column is your fastest fat loss meal episodes. The yellow is the net. It's good. It's still fast. And blue is this is your life-saving column. This blue column is the life-saving column. It teaches you how to eat your potatoes and your fruit. Nobody's ever taught us that stuff based upon your situation and goal. Now, going back to the red column, if I put 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 2 + MCT, or 1 + 1 + 1 + 2 + 2 + 2 + 2, see, it would all just be overwhelming. So anytime it's all that it is on a plate is a 1 and 2, even if you select others from the category, you'll be fine. The only thing you should not do that with, and it still is not a holiday, is your 3s and 5s. You shouldn't mix and match those. But everything else, as long as it fits on your plate neatly and you follow the portion rule, I don't care if you have 2 7s and 2 2s, but it's got to fit on the plate. What people tend to do, the more selections they have, they want a fair helping of that selection, and then they start messing with their portions. Does that make sense? The Shibboleth Shield, when I'm not here to teach, the Shibboleth Shield will always keep you safe if you learn the Shibboleth Shield. Lynn says, we've had pizza 2 times this week. My husband has lost on perfect days. My husband has lost 9 pounds since Monday, and I'm down 6. Way to go. Good job. Anybody else? Any other questions? Everybody's satisfied. No more questions. We'll go to the test. All right. Now, I would expect that you go through, every week we start a new fast track group. I would expect that you go through this 2 or 3 times. Don't leave fast track, even after you earn your badge. Don't leave fast track. Please don't leave it until you've mastered it, until all these questions that are basic questions, you're able to answer it for other people. Does that make sense? Patricia Hurt can answer all these questions for people because she's mastered it. You shouldn't leave fast track, even though you want to speed things up. You shouldn't leave it until you've mastered it. How do you know that you've mastered it? As you're watching people's questions that are beginners, you know. We're installing a new lifestyle. Does that resonate with you? Every member here that skipped fast track or did not master it will tell you it led to frustration and confusion. Master it. Need to know quickly, how do you eat a potato and lose weight? How do you eat corn and lose weight? How do you eat an apple and lose weight? Until you can run that stuff off, you're not ready to leave. We don't do diets here. We do lifestyles. Taught one heart, from one heart to the next heart. Trying to save you grief and from missing out on the greatest program that God has ever introduced you to. All right, let's go back to here. All right, we have went through these videos. If you're brand new here, this is what you should be doing next week. Don't rush things, learn the lifestyle, because once you get started, if you get started right, it's coming off fast. So we've watched these videos. Now we're going to the fast track quiz. What are the 2 Shibboleth modes? These are the only 2 type days, even though when you get into the advanced, it's still just perfect days. It's just a more extreme version of a perfect day. What are the 2 Shibboleth modes? Weight loss and maintenance. How many types of days are there in Shibboleth? There's just 2. So, true or false? If I've had a perfect day, but in between lunch and dinner, I have a small handful of Pringles that are, hardly any calories, I'm going to give myself a break and still write down a perfect day. That's how you have to live. I don't care what program you do. If you don't live like that, you're not going to be successful. Work hard, play hard is the mode. What are the 2 types of days in Shibboleth? Perfect and holiday. True or false? If I so much as lick the cheese dust off a Dorito, that's a holiday. True or false? If I go to the buffet and they run me out of the buffet because I've had too many plates, that's still just one holiday. True or false? I did everything that I was supposed to. I didn't go back and journal the day. I lost 4 pounds. I'm calling that a perfect day. When you stop your daily disciplines, doesn't matter if you're doing everything else right. When you stop that daily discipline and you stop exercising discipline, it's just a matter of time. Then you're relapsing. People here have experienced this. You got to follow the shield. It's not hard to do. How many holidays are you allowed in a calendar month in weight loss mode? Up to 6. How many in maintenance? 12. How many components are there to a perfect day? 6. What do you call all of the components of a perfect day? The shield. What are the 6 components of a perfect day? I'm going to answer this one for you so you don't have to type it. Water, journal, combinations, portions, timing, and bless the name of the Lord. Gratitude. How many perfect days does it take to get into EFB? 2 days. On the 3rd day, you have entered into EFB. If you followed the program the right way, like Lade did yesterday. Lade showed us his journal, and it was amazing. That's what we do. Water is the first component of the Shibboleth shield. What is the minimum amount of water that you need to take in? 64. What is the optimal amount of water for most people? 1 gallon. True or false? I should guzzle that water, especially after an exercise session. False. That can kill you. Never guzzle water. To meet the journaling component of the Shibboleth shield, how much of what you eat in a day do you need to journal? All of it. How many categories of food do we use in Shibboleth? 7. Okay, there are 7 whole food categories. So when people say outside of Shibboleth, they approve too much junk and processed foods. No, we don't. We focus our attentions on whole foods, but we're living real life. So you also have to learn how to eat packaged foods because you're going to be exposed to them and you're going to do it anyway. So what I teach is how to take that and allow for it to do no harm. But whole foods is where we should gravitate to. What is a category 1? Lean protein. What is a category 2? Fibrous carbs. What is a category 3? Energy carbs. What is a category 4? Protein plus fat. What is a category 5? Antioxidant or fruit. What category is a 6? Superfood. Peanut butter, nuts, seeds, black beans, red beans. What is a category 7? Shellfish, my favorite. Shellfish can also be used as a lean protein. When properly combining your meals, should you eat a category 3, an energy carb or a complex carb, the world calls it, by itself? No. When eating properly combined meals, should you eat a category 5 by itself, fruit? No. True or false? I can eat fruit by itself if I'm in maintenance mode. True. When eating properly combined meals, if you're going to eat a category 3 or a category 5, you must eat it with 2 other categories. Which of the following is the properly combined plate? One, two, three. Got to put it with a lean protein and a fibrous carb. Which of the following categories should not be eaten by itself? Energy carbs, complex carbs, never. For the most efficient fat burning potential, and the reason being you will spike growth hormone. Does anybody want to grow? Then we don't need to spike growth hormone. For the most efficient fat burning potential, which category should you combine with a category 4? Category 2, steak and asparagus. Which of the following combinations is the proper way to combine a category 6? One, two, six. What would that look like? Chicken breast, green beans, and pinto beans on a portion plate. Does everybody see that? A sandwich, an approved sandwich, and some pinto beans on a portion plate. What is the fastest fat burning combination on this in this list? 1, 2, and MCT, medium chain triglycerides, has a muscle preserving effect. Can you have meal replacements in weight loss? Yes. When eating at a restaurant, you should consider all meat a category 4 protein plus fat. Yes. We don't know what oils or fats they cooked into the meat. So even if ordering a chicken breast, you need to make sure you treat it as a 4. If you're eating a meal that is not properly combined, you will be revving up the fat bus. In order to have proper portions, what is the proper size plate for your meal? 6 to 8 inch. When using the 2-hand rule for proper portions, if you can still see your food outside of your hands, you can still consider it a perfect meal. Folks, for optimal results, how many hours after you wake should you eat your first meal? 1 to 2. How many approved meals are you allowed in a day? Up to 3. In meeting the requirements for component 5, timing, how many hours should you wait between meals? 4 to 6, but it doesn't, never mind, I'm about to answer the question for you. If you're unable to meet the exact requirements of component 5, timing, does that keep you from having a perfect day? No. In meeting the requirements for component 5, timing, should you graze between meals? No. When eating properly timed meals, we have food options called freebies, extras, and snacks, but they should only be eaten in moments of weakness. That's when I eat them. True. The only oil you can cook with on a perfect day is 100% MCT oil. False. True or false? I can cook in vegetable oil. That is true. True or false? If I cook in vegetable oil, I cannot have any category 3s or 5s on the plate. True. Which of the following statements is incorrect regarding cooking oils? Cooking in olive oil is not approved. That is not true. You can do that, but you have to avoid category 3s and 5s. The fat bus causes fat storage to take place. increased appetite, and it stops EFB for up to 48 hours. The hormone responsible for all of this is insulin. Can we control it with the Shibboleth Shield? Yes, the perfect day system is what does this. And without this, you're shortening your lifespan. You cannot provoke insulin daily and not shorten your lifespan. And it's better to do it with food combinations than it is with synthetic drugs administered through shots or pills or potions. Are you ready to get started in the practical, sustainable, and fun lifestyle? Yes, we are. Submit. We earned our badge. Now, if you are a Shibboleth member and you're a paid member, you now have full access. We want to go into the Journey Program if you've mastered Fast Track. If not, come back through. If you are not a paid member, you will have lifetime access to Fast Track. And if you ever want to upgrade to All Access, you can do that for a very small fee, a ridiculously small fee that doesn't even pay for cost of administration. And that is right now $49 for a lifetime membership. Not monthly, $49 lifetime. And that's it. All right, everybody. Any questions? How did you do? Lynn. Oh, I read that one. Sally, I have not eaten fruit alone in maintenance. How would I count that as a meal or a snack? I would probably call it a meal. It's a snack, but I call it a meal. Anything, what I've learned, Sally, if I'm going to keep my weight off and stay lean, not gain any of it back, if it has calories, I should only eat 3 or less eating episodes a day. So even though that apple's a snack, I count it as an eating episode. I try to only have 3, even if that's 2 snacks and a meal. That no one has to start that strict. But I have found that's where I feel the best. If I do not put things in my digestive system more than 3 times a day and limit portion size, I just feel better. Sometimes I never thought I would be the one to do it, but sometimes now that I'm in maintenance, sometimes for lunch, I just eat a banana. Imagine how well I feel eating that banana and nothing else. Couldn't do that when I was losing weight. But now it doesn't cause me to gain weight. I eat the whole fruit. I do not do fruit juice. I do not do smoothies or purees. Not good. I don't care what they tell you. Yes, you absorb more of the micronutrition, but they are a sugar bomb that way. You need your body to be able to process and break that banana down in its whole food form. They did not have a ninja blender hundreds of years ago. They ate fruit. Can you eat the exact same thing for a week straight and lose weight? Yes, but I don't know why you want to, unless it's an exercise of discipline or you're trying to fast unto the Lord. You're trying to do what some of the biblical characters did and eat bland food so that you can break your enslavement to food. That's not necessary. If your question is, if I ate boiled shrimp every day for a week and that's all I ate, would I lose weight? Yeah, probably 10 pounds. Yep. But I don't have to do that. I'm living a proper lifestyle. They can do that, Deborah. It's just, I think it's unnecessarily hard unless you're trying to exercise self-discipline under the Lord and, find yourself, where you're breaking the bondage of food. It's bondage. We all look for crazy things. I do crazy things like the WOW challenges. They're crazy. But that was for people that wanted to do crazy things. And I said, well, if they're going to do crazy things to lose weight, I might as well give it to them in a form that's healthy. Make sure that they take care of their body. But I like a lifestyle. The challenges, I do them too to create momentum and motivation. But at the end of the day, I fall back upon this amazing lifestyle full of variety. If you cook casseroles, you sometimes do eat the same meal for a few days. I don't mind. I do that with my unstuffed cabbage rolls. Spaghetti. I made spaghetti the other night. I'm still eating spaghetti. So yeah, I love doing that. People have a desire to lose the weight that they put on over the years overnight. And it's painful because you're not really wanting to live the lifestyle. You just want the result. And when all you want is the result, it's so painful and monotonous. Amen. Painful and monotonous. It feels like it takes forever to reach your goal. But when you're just living your lifestyle and enjoying the amazing ways you feel and the self-confidence, the self-esteem, the changing body image, it goes by fast. I have fun with Shibboleth. Therefore, time goes by fast. Yep, that veggie steak and veggie casserole was awesome, and it works. Don't be now. You have to portion control it. If you eat too much of that steak and veggie recipe that I gave you, it's over, girl. That's a lot of calories. I use my little portion control bowl or my plate. Could I substitute a ProFlex bar for Power Crunch? No, I can write you a challenge up though. If you send me what you want me to make, tell me you like the Power Crunch challenge, but you want a ProFlex bar, I can go rewrite you one up. The whole purpose of WOW challenges is not to change anything. No swaps, because it's an exercise of discipline. But if you send me what you want, I'll do it as soon as I can to give you a new WOW challenge. I'll even name it after Jody. The ProFlex bars are awesome. They're like a whatchamacallit. If you're not involved with the wellness company because you're stubborn and you don't like people telling you what to do, you're missing out, y'all. Those are the best products on planet Earth. Clean ingredients, delicious, amazing. Don't miss out just because you don't like nobody trying to get you to do something. You rebels. Anybody else? How do you count a mighty muffin? Okay, so how do you find, Deborah, let me ask you, how do you think, I'm going to tell you, I'm not being mean, just because it's just really me and a couple of people. I want to make sure you know what to do when you're not here. So how do you think you would find that out? I'm going to tell you, but how do you think that you would find that out? Let's make sure, because you're new and you're learning. You keep hearing about a mighty muffin, but don't know what it is. So how would we find out what that is, everyone? Food library. So let's check that out. Let's see if that's right. All right. So I'm going to resources. I'm going to the food library. You wouldn't have these pop-ups if you're a member. Okay. So I'm going to type in mighty muffin. Oop. That's somebody that hadn't paid. Hold on. Let me log out. Let me log in. I got cussed out over that pop-up last night. I got cussed out over it. I said, I can't do everything for free. Whew. This is getting harder to do. All right. So I'm in my account and I'm typing in mighty muffin. I've earned my fast track badge. Oh, look what comes up. Deborah, look, check it out. Mighty muffin. Look at that. That's what that thing is. And what does it say? Check it out, everybody. Let's learn together. What is that called? A meal replacement. A meal replacement. It tells us how to have it. What does this -3 mean? That's the best weight loss meal that we can have. -3 is the best number. You find a -3, you've just nailed it. Okay, now I want to add it to, I want to heart it. Now it's in my favorites. And I'm going to add it to the grocery list. I'm going to add it to my Kroger list, maybe. Okay. Add. Now, when I go to my Kroger list, look at all this you have. Kroger. Let's see if I've got a meal replacement in here. Meal replacement. There it is. Mighty Muffin. No, it's just a meal replacement, Shirley. Just a meal replacement. If you called it a category 6, you wouldn't be wrong. It contains all the macros, but it's a meal replacement and it's here on my list. Yay. Then I print my list and go to the grocery store. Awesome. Last night, I got an email that was scourging, and I got called a scammer because of the pop-ups. And I looked, and the person had went through all the fast track videos, actually done what they were supposed to do, took the test, passed the test, and earned the badge, and gets access for lifetime. If my family thinks I'm a scammer because we charge something for the next step, please let me know so I can continue to alter my behavior. I submit a prophet is subject to the prophets. The spirit is subject to the spirit. So if y'all think I'm wrong for doing that, let me know. It really hurt my feelings. You're too sensitive, Travis. I'm pretty sensitive. Anybody else? The scammer wants to help y'all. Bye, Linda. Anybody before we go? We will have partner class today. Just because I've been by myself for a while, I'm going to go over void replacements. In case you don't want to come for this lesson, we're going to do the all of the void replacements that we call Shibboleth Dirty that we love. We're going to do Advocare, going to go over all those products. Going to do the Wellness Company, go over all those products. We're going to do it fast though. So people keep asking for me to do that and explain, and I'm going to do my best to explain. Thank you, Cindy. Anybody else? I love you too. I love you too. I heard a statement that said, if somebody's not criticizing you, then you're not doing enough. You're here. And usually the people criticizing you are doing nothing. So there you go. Look at Michelle, everybody. Love these classes. Lost 30 pounds. Way to go, Michelle. Can we buy another lifetime membership and keep it for a friend? Yes, absolutely. You can buy the golden ticket. Liza and Lara can give you that, and you can buy as many golden tickets as you want to give away to people who are ready. Don't give your hard-earned money away to people who aren't ready. They'll end up hurting you. Deborah, I don't remember getting your email, sis. I'm so sorry. Wait a minute. I did, and I replied to it. I did reply to it. You got it at a grocery store. I remember now. I just do so many, I can't remember them all. So I did reply to that. I don't know why you wouldn't have gotten it. You should look in your spam folder, and I told you it was fine. I said that I typed out it was a category 6. and you could use it as such. Anybody else? We love you too, Elizabeth. Bear with me. I'm coming. Don't give up. Don't grow weary in well-doing. We're trying to get organized. Will do, Cindy. She is out of range and I can't even talk to her. So thank you for your prayers on her behalf. Thank you, Susan. Only thing I ask is that y'all share it. Shibboleth, use the share feature, use your links. Please use your links. You have links in your journal for the free program, for the pay for program. It really helps. All right, y'all. It's been good to be with you. I'll see the partners. I don't think that I'm going to text out again. We're running low on text for the month. So I probably won't text out again. So please, if you want to come to the partner class, it begins at 12:30. I've already texted. Thank you, Susan. All right. Have a good one. Go help somebody. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Shirley, what link doesn't work? No, this golden ticket. Let me look and see if it's working on my end. Yeah, I'm not getting it to come up either. Lisa, sorry, Lisa. I'm just now learning to pronounce it. I've always said Liza. Lara or Lisa, could you? Will got it to work. Could y'all reach out to Shirley Grant and give her that link? Now it's this one, this last one she gave is working for me. You might want to make sure you're logged into the website. All right. Thank y'all. Have a good one. We'll see you soon. 12:30, some of you. Bye.